Hey guys, welcome to path number 2 of the Alliance War Showcase Dark Phoenix Saga. We are going to take the left path here, so the first two fights are going to be the mutual ones, and the first defender is going to be Noah. There's good advice boost, ebb and flow intercept, and now you see me and champion boost. So the challenge here in this fight is you have to intercept Noah to remove that protection so you can do 100% damage. But the thing with Noah is whenever you will try to intercept him, he is going to auto block you. So you might have to do an intercept twice in a row to let that register, otherwise he will just auto block you. So that is the difficulty of this fight, along with the Noah being unblockable and also part of Genesis, he gets really annoying to deal with. And if that wasn't enough, there's also now you see me node. So if you don't attack Nova within 6 seconds, he is going to apply a falter on you and you will miss. So the best way to counter this fight is to bring his miss counters and then deal with the intercepts. So Spiral is amazing. Serpent is amazing, Blue Cyclops is amazing, or if you don't have them, you can bring champions like Kushala, Shatra or Juggernaut because they are aggressive and they will always be able to attack Nova within 6 seconds, so the falter does not trigger. For me, I used a Spiral. Not only she is a counter to miss, also she can remove that Fury and avoid the auto block. Fight number 2 is also going to be a mutual fight that is going to be an Elsa Bloodstone. There is recoil masteries on her. There's always forward, unblockable, buffet overtime and arc overload. So whenever the arc overload will trigger, she will go unblockable. You will need a mutant here because Elsa Bloodstone applies degen on every other champion who is a non-mutant when she is bleeding. So just to avoid that damage, make sure that you bring in a mutant. Pretty straightforward fight. Keep her to an SP1. You don't want to get hit by an SP2 in the face and just die right there. Keep her to SP1, evade that, and if you're using an onslaught, use that opportunity to use your heavy attack and pause all of those debuffs. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty straightforward fight. This one, just bring in a mutant and you should be able to get through this. And fight number 3 is going to be a Prowler. There's Power Start 1, there's Arrogance, there's Power Thief, and there's Champion Boost. So this fight is all about countering the falter and the miss. You have that counter, you are going to get through this fight quite easily. I'm using a Spiral because I brought her in the team for Noah as well. Some other good counters can be your Photon with a mediums. You can also use an Ironheart with her repulsal pre-fight. And once she has her tracking up, she's not going to miss. Prowler, Serpent, and also with SP2 with Gladiator, all of these champions work. All in all, not a difficult fight. Prowler, SP1 and SP2 both are easily evadable, and the nodes does not challenge much for this fight. So you can get through this, to be honest, with any champion that has a miss counter. If you're bringing in a Serpent, he can take 3 to 4 fights for you, so he would be a good addition to your roster. Spiral can do the same. Ironheart can also take 3 to 4 fights, so pick any one of them and you should be able to get through this quite comfortably in bed. The second unique fight is going to be a Count Nefaria. Now there is Power Start 1 and Combat Deja Vu. So you are going to be applied a disintegration on you if you are going to use the same basic attack twice in a row. There's also Cold Turkey, so do not use skill champions that can easily shrug off or kind of cleanse any debuffs, because that will give you burst damage and you will die really fast. That is very important to note here. Next up is going to be Safeguard, so he's going to take only 1% of damage maximum per hit, so you need to bring in champions that have damage over time. Damage over time of champions will be the best one. Now because he has so much of a high resistance, there are a few kind of debuffs that will work well. So your Poison will work amazing against him, Neuroshock will work amazing against him. We can also use a lot of Ruptures, so they will work amazing against him because he's got so much of a high resistance to energy damage and also bleeds that takes quite a while to take him down. My OK is a rank 4 Sig 200. That's why she's doing all of this damage and still is taking long. I would suggest the best counters if you have here are going to be your Neuroshock, your Neuroshocks with your Onslaught, your Ruptures with your Ironheart can work, Immortal Abomination can work, and also another champion 6-star version that can work is going to be Cape Bishop. So these champions can work really well. And then you have a Spiderham with Power Start 1, Steady Build Up, Painful Retreat, Heal Block, and Champion Boost. So, when there are 3 debuffs on you, Spiderham will go unblockable and he will stay unblockable until all of your debuffs are removed. The best champion here is going to be Serpent because there is a heal block debuff, but because Serpent is immune to heal block, you will not, Spiderham will not go unblockable at all. I'm just using Okoi rank 4. She just literally destroyed him. You can keep Ham to an 1 and it's easy to kind of punish, and you can get your openings for that. Now this next fight is the most annoying fight I had because I basically didn't know how to deal with Bastion. Now he has Power Start 1, there's also Hazard Shift, Incinerate and Shock, and then there is Empathic Lock. For the first 8 seconds of the fight, you're going to have Power Lock and 2 more debuffs, so that's going to be annoying. So you can just dance around. This fight, you will have to play slow because Bastion, his special attacks can really hurt. But why will they hurt? Because of aggression prowess. So first thing, you need to block all your special attacks, or if you can learn the SP1 decks, that would be amazing. But if you can't do that, just block the special attacks. But you have to be careful, you have to keep the prowess down, because the higher the prowess, the higher the special attack damage is going to be in the block, and he's going to really hurt. He's a very annoying defender to deal with. Now, what are some good counters? So we can start with your Incinerate and Poison and Incinerate and Shock Immune champions. So for example, you can use your Maestro, he can work well. A champion who has a lot of energy resistance like Count Nefaria can work. Same goes with Onslaught that I'm using, even though class disadvantage, but because of the energy resistance, he works really well. Now you can also go with single immunity champion, so Void can work really well and he can slowly take away Bastion, but remember to only hit in the shock phase. Same incinerate phase. Same goes for Ironheart. For Ironheart, you have to wait out the first 8 seconds, and once you have the armor back up, then you can hit in the incinerate phase. So all in all, slow fight. I did really practice the SP1 bait on Bastion. So Dex, wait for him to jump in and then use a heavy attack, and you can go into an SP2. So yeah, this fight might give you a little bit of nightmares. It's going to be really slow. So if you die here once or twice, that's okay. I would really suggest you to practice the SP1 evade before you go into the whole of the left path. And if not, then you will be roadblock at Bastion. Now then we are moving on to the Korg, the same fight as the right path. This is going to be the mutual fight with the boss. Now this dude is annoying because the kind of vulnerabilities he's going to, the kind of hazard shift node he's going to have is going to be Poison and Rupture. Now there are very few champions that have both of them, or even one of those immunities. So Nico Minoru is going to be one that is going to work really well. Spider Punk can work really well. You can also use here Onslaught, but you have to make sure that you use heavy attacks or only non-contact attacks, that they will work. Iceman should also work, but you have to hit only in the poison phase. Now I am going to use a Dust here because she's a great counter. Now she's a rank 2 only. If I had a rank 3, this fight would be much easier. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to line up my SP3 when his poison phase just starts and he has the rock stacks up. So when I use my SP3, the rock stacks are going to be removed, and then I can throw my special 2 and into my special 1 and do a big chunk of damage in one go. And once I've done that, then I can rinse and repeat that, build to an SP3, wait for the poison phase and the rock stacks to be up, then use my special 3 to remove the rock stacks, and then again throw my SP2, and with all of those prowesses throw my SP1s again. So this is like a gameplay loop that you have to use. So right here, I am just trying to build up as much as prowesses I can during the poison phase, and you will notice during the rupture phase, I'm just staying away from him. I'm not trying to hit him, not trying to remove his stacks. I'm just taking it chill, just staying back. This is to preserve my health because this fight is going to be long and this is going to be an annoying fight because of the stun immunity as well. And Korg has his own shenanigans too. We all know what he does, you know, with his rock stacks and his unstoppable and unblockable, all of that jazz. So here we are, trying to build up to an SP3 again, avoiding to hit him during the rupture phase. Well, I am hitting him. I think I'm just trying to build to an SP3 very quick. I have a striker ready, so I think I'll throw out that striker. Yeah, here we are. And then into 5-8 combos. There we are. We are up to an SP3. Now we're gonna wait out the rock stacks and wait for the poison phase again. I'm just trying to get as much as sand charges as I can. And just waiting it out. Once he has rock stacks up, now I'm gonna wait for the poison. Once the poison is active, I can throw my SP3 and boom, here we go. Now this will remove all the rock stacks, give me opening during the poison phase to hit Korg and take him down. There we are, that's a big SP2. And then we have an SP1, getting some hits in, and he is down to 1% and I'm able to take him off after an SP2. So this fight is going to be annoying, it's going to be make sure you bring in the right counter and you really plan for this fight. Now the final fight is going to be against a Sersi. You are allowed to change a champion with the selector before the boss. The nodes are going to invulnerability, power start 1, stun immunity, adaptive passive and champion boost. All in all, not really a difficult boss. I would have preferred if there was a Dark Phoenix because she's a bit challenging and this whole saga is about her, so she would have been an amazing boss. But anyway, you can use any Mystic champion that can control all the buffs. So basically, you just have to control Sersi's buffs and you're good to go. So your champions like Nico Minoru with their buff immunity will work really well. Then Fate Seal from Tigra or a Wiccan will work really well. Shatra can also work super well here. Symbiote Supreme and Kushala. With Kushala, you just have to throw 3 special 3s and then SP2 and SP1 rotation. That will also work. But don't worry, if you're running Mystic Dispersion, you're going to get a lot of power. A lot of times with Wolf, I was pushed up to 3 bars of power. And the reason I'm using Wolf, he is a rank 4 for me, for my first ever rank 4. So I'm just going to use him for this fight because I'm very comfortable using it with war and all other scenarios. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a comment and tell me what team did you use and if this video helped you out. And like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be putting up the Mystic and the Mutant parts as well, and then I'm gonna go into the Valiant EQ. So there's a lot of content this month, so stay tuned to the channel. They will be all up slowly, working on it one by one. So I'll see you on the next video, guys, and you hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.